1992?
Well, we formed the board of Operation Unite. But at the same time, we formed a board, a group of community people. We had a steering committee, and this steering committee formed the board of the Hudson Opera House.
Oh!
So, at the same time, I was involved in the formation of the Hudson Opera House and Operation Unite, New York. And with those organizations, my interest has stayed the same, focused with providing opportunities in the community for community residents to have new experiences, and with the cultural and civic activities of the Opera House, we're meeting those needs. And with Operation Unite, uh, bringing the young people in and having the different experiences in the arts, as well as getting support and education. And we have an ongoing partnership with the Hudson Opera House, naturally. So we have Operation Unite. We have the opportunity to allow our members to have a very well-rounded experience.
Oh, that's good.
And yeah, so that's pretty much how we got started.
Oh, good history.
About the same time, and having I was also on the board of the Hudson Boys and Girls Club, which is now the Hudson Youth Center.
Oh.
And it came along in town when the arts were not up in really up in the front line. It was more about sports and the Boys Center. So after several years, we were able to I joined the board and became the Boys and Girls Club. And girls and boys can, we go every day. And slowly but surely, we try to introduce arts and computer training and different things like that. But it wasn't moving fast enough for us. So my husband and I realized that we had to create Operation Unite as a separate entity so we can keep doing the things that we wanted to do. So
Yeah.
we have sports,
Yeah.
education, arts, and that's where they get it.
Yes, that's right. You picked two good representatives. Let me ask you, can you be well-rounded if you're a square?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you have to step out of the box.
Are you a square, Cordero? Can you be well-rounded? Oh, well, that's beautiful. How do you integrate your church activities with Operation Unite?
Well, I'm fortunate to be a member of the State Street AME Zion Church. It was the church that I first joined when I moved to Columbia County, having come from the Rossville AME Zion Church in Staten Island. And we actually do not officially have ties to churches. What it is that there's very limited opportunities for community service, and we seek them out. So what I found is that many of the churches have youth groups or youth events and things going on, and they are looking for young people to come in and to provide services, and they actually welcome it when the young people come. So as a member of State Street, I was able to bring them in to do community service. But other than community service activities, we don't really have any official ties to any churches. And same thing with politics, but it's like we have community service opportunities that can the churches can benefit from, and we don't vote or support a candidate, but in learning about our government, we get to learn about politics, and we get to see candidates and interview them. So there's a lot of crossover experiences that can help us and help the young people learn and just become well-rounded adults, even though as Operation Unite, we get to remain a non-for-profit and keep things in perspective about who we are and what they need to do.
I think it's wonderful that you came to see us. Could you come back again sometime?
Of course.
Oh, that's wonderful. Is there anything else you want to say to the people before we say bye-bye?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I just want to thank everyone for having us. I thank you for having us, really. So it was a pleasure being here.
It was mutual.
Yeah. Thank you for having us.
Oh,
it was a pleasure being here.
So you'll come back someday, right?
Yes.
All right, and now we'll go up to the St. Luke's Church and we'll have the community dinner.
Yeah.
Okay? Well, just say that number once again, would you please, slowly?
Operation Unite's number is 518-828-3612.
Say it again, Virginia dear.
That's
an old commercial.
Okay.
It's years ago.
Come on, Venetia, you could do it.
Operation Unite Unite's number is 518-828-3612.
Goodbye, everybody.
Good night.
Goodbye.
This one's turned off.
Always good to have you with us, Judy.
Thank you.
And let us begin with a word of prayer. O Lord our God, maker of all things, you open your hand and satisfy the desire of every living creature. We praise you for crowning the fields with your blessings and enabling us once more to gather in the fruits of the earth. Teach us to use your gifts carefully and wisely, that our land may continue to yield its increase, we may be fed, and others fed through us. Through Jesus Christ, our Savior and Lord. Amen.
Amen.
All right, lines at the main dish or at the salad.
Thank you.
Enough cheese?
Two Lincolns. They're here.
Argentina, they have, I think the tourism there is a bit more healthy.
Healthy.
Yeah, so there's not a lot of poverty
Well,
that you can see. So it was nice.
but the tourism brings an income, right?
Yeah, I think that community mostly runs off of agriculture, like goats, goat milk, and goat cheese, and vegetables and tourism.
Oh, really? Huh?
Yeah,
right.
So,
So
but it
you're
was-
glad you went to Argentina?
Yes, it was beautiful. But I leave tomorrow for Spain.
You leave tomorrow for Spain?
Yes. It's a little crazy.
What time?
I leave Troy at 1 p.m. on the train, and then I fly out of New York City at 8 p.m. and arrive in Madrid, Spain at 6 a.m. I think 6 a.m. their time.
All by your little self?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I'm going to meet my friends in the airport in Madrid. They're going to pick me up.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so I'll know where to go.
Oh, so they're already there.
Yep, they're
The
there.
three of them, the mother, father, and the little boy.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
exactly. They're there and they're going to pick me up tomorrow. So.
And then you'll be back on February 22nd?
Yep, if all goes as planned.
Mm-hmm.
February 22nd, I think in the afternoon I get back.
Well, now let's see. You went from Troy to Pennsylvania, was that right?
Yep.
And from Pennsylvania to Troy,
Yes.
and then from Troy to New York,
New York.
and New York to
New
Argentina.
York to Argentina.
Yeah, well, that's
Ay,
pretty
ay,
good.
ay.
I can understand that much.
Yeah.
And then you went from Argentina back to Troy,
Mm-hmm.
and now you're going from Troy
Argentina
to...
to New York.
Okay, all
then
right.
New York to
Argentina to
Troy.
New York to Troy, New York, and Troy, New York to Spain,
To Spain.
to Madrid.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh.
Ay, ay, ay. A lot of traveling.
That's a little Brooklyn you got in there. Oi,
Yeah.
oi, oi. All right already.
Yeah, exactly. There for 4 weeks. in
You'll
the
be settled for 4 weeks
4
in
weeks in
Seville.
the apartment.
In Seville.
Yeah.
And then what happens to the 5th week?
Oh, and then the 5th week, we're going to be traveling around different cities in Europe, in different cities and countries in Europe. When the two, Taina and Gaetano, the two performers, perform their songs at, different coffee shops and music clubs and things like that.
That's the 5th week.
That's the 5th week.
And then do you all come home together?
Yeah, we all come home together.
And it's over?
And then it's over.
And you're going to settle down in Troy again?
Yes. And probably won't be leaving for a while. I think I'll be
I would,
settled for a little
yeah.
bit.
I could understand that.
Yeah. But traveling's fun, but it's overwhelming a little bit.
Oh, it definitely is.
You go a lot and a lot.
Yeah, right.
There.
Oh,
since
you're
the
gonna-
time schedule's going to be.
Oh, you're going to lose 7 hours, I see.
Yes, I lose 7 hours,
You lose
so
7
I need
hours.
to try to make myself sleep on the plane. So when I wake up and it's in the morning or afternoon, where then I'm able to function, but we'll see.
You have decided that your thesis will be what?
My thesis film will be the Glendora documentary.
Really?
Yep.
And you decided that this morning?
Well, I was thinking about it for a while, but I solidified it this morning.
Uh-huh.
But we want to know if you're available to come to the sanctuary either April 10th.
Change chairs with me. You're April 10th.
April 10th, Saturday evening. Or it might have to be Sunday, although I know that Sunday is hard for you. You'd rather not do social things on Sunday.
And your thesis advisor is who?
Brandon Miller from the Sanctuary for Independent
Oh, yes.
Media.
She's very smart. I saw her teaching a class in editing.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
And she would like you to come, and she said that the whole sanctuary would be honored to have you talk about your public access career in the sanctuary. She thinks that it would be a great honor.
And that's in connection with the thesis?
Yeah, so it will be my thesis show.
Oh, you have a thesis
We
show.
have to have, at the end of our 2 years, we have to have an event where
Oh.
we display our thesis, you know, whether it's photographs or film or music
Oh, it's a show.
or whatever.
An exhibit, a
Yeah,
show.
so it'll be in the big space, on the big screen, we'll watch your movie, and it'll be probably, I'm thinking 60 minutes long.
Yes.
Yeah, so
That's what
it's
you about decided on.
Hour-long video with all the filming I've done with you and all the interviews and footage of your shows and things like that.
I doubt it'll be all of it, Victoria.
Well, it won't be all of it. It'll be a very edited version.
That has gone on for 2 years.
Yeah. And then in the back room, in the cafe social area on the computers, I will have your shows, different parts of your shows on those computers.
Oh, yes.
Just looping so people can use the headphones and sit down and watch different parts of
And they will be on videotape or on computer,
They'll be
on
the
disc?
computer. There'll be a file on the computer.
Oh, it's a file.
A file or a DVD.
And how big is that file?
It'll be pretty big. Everything's going to be, of course, edited down versions. So they'll be like the best of.
And this is April 10th, what day?
April 10th, Saturday, or April 11th, Sunday.
And what hour?
Probably we'll have like a potluck dinner at 5.
I have the pot for that.
Yeah. You can bring the pot.
Oh, I see.
And
You'll have a
then-
potluck dinner at 5.
So everybody who comes to the dinner will bring a dish.
Everybody's
or whatever.
invited, right?
Yep, and it's going to be
Oh,
on
good.
the calendar, on the sanctuary event calendar.
Oh, yes.
So
Now,
hopefully
tell
people will
folks
come.
again the full name of your media center.
It's a sanctuary for independent media, and we'll be featuring Glendora, the life and work of Glendora on either April 10th or April 11th. We don't have it solidified
okay.
yet.
That's 34 days after my funeral.
Yes, 34 days after your funeral. That's right, and that will be part of the film too.
Well, thank you very much for the honor.
Yeah, thank you.
And after you have your show and your exhibit, this is your show and exhibit, what's the next step for you and your degree?
So I will officially graduate in May. I have to write my thesis, write the paper that goes along with the video, and that will be about my work in general.
When? Ever since you started in video?
Well, when I started the
10,
program.
20 years ago?
No, the program. So in the past 2 years. So
I see, at the college.
yeah.
Oh, I see. Well, that other would be interesting too,
Yeah.
that you've done.
Yeah.
You get a
I think
chance
so.
to mention that, I would hope,
Yeah.
as an introduction.
Well, talk about MNN and public access TV and all that.
Yes.
And then after that, I have a little teaching job, a photography teaching job after I graduate.
And where is
It's
that?
a 10-week program in Troy.
In Troy.
Well, Troy and Albany at the Refugee Center.
Refugee Center.
In Albany.
And you're teaching refugees photography?
Yep, photography.
Still photography.
Yep, and that's what I will be doing for a few months after I graduate. and
10
then-
weeks.
10 weeks, yeah. 2 months.
And that'll be June and July?
Mm-hmm. June and July, yep.
Oh, congratulations
fun.
on that.
Yeah, so I'm glad that I have something for when I'm done.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'll try to teach at a college or something.
Oh, you might. I
why
would
not?
think that you would go on making documentaries and trying to get grants.
Yeah, well, I'm going to do that too, but I need something to pay the mortgage each month.
Oh, I see. I see.
So I'll do both.
The grant can't do that either, huh?
No.
No? Okay, I know nothing about grants.
Grants, well, it
Ulysses.
depends on the grant that you get, but they want you to use it directly towards making a film.
Well, I think you
Or
look pretty
project.
good for all that travel, Victoria.
Thanks.
I would never look that good.
I don't know.
I
2
can't-
days ago, I was real tired.
I want to thank you for taking an hour out
Oh,
to come
yeah,
all the
of
way down to
course.
see me before you embark.
Yeah, I couldn't leave you for 5, 6, 7 weeks altogether, or 8 weeks.
I think
But-
you were here on November 21st, weren't you? I think
Or
so.
was it? It was before Thanksgiving, or was it before Christmas?
No, I guess not. November
December.
21st was the moving to the museum. That's what I...
Yes.
And then it was December, it was the Friday after December 6th, because we
Right.
had the meeting.
Right.
Hmm
Yeah, I think that is when it was.
Pastor Slater got a hold of me at the last St. Luke's outreach dinner Tuesday night, and he said, I'm going to tell you about a movie. And then he said very forcefully, and I'm taking you to the movie.
Oh.
He said there's a movie that's somebody heard about a man who was going to have his funeral before he died. And there are all these big names in it, big name actors. Not that
Wow.
I know anything about them, but he
Uh-huh.
named them off.
Oh my
And the
God.
movie is to be released in March, but it will be after my funeral.
You beat him.
Yeah, we did. We did, didn't we?
Wow.
And we have to give credit to Howard Buzzy. He beat them all on
Yeah, that's
Memorial
right.
Day of
Right.
2008. He beat them all.
Wow.
Is that right? Memorial Day 2009. Excuse me.
So is the date definitely March 3rd?
Yeah, that's right. No, dear, March 6th.
March 6th, that's what I meant.
You must be bleary-eyed
And
with
everything's
dates.
set up?
Oh, I guess it's all set up, yes.
Getting all set up. Good.
I asked Barbara Slater, one of the trustees, yesterday, can we have a potluck? She says, no. She says people are coming from too far, and I don't think what that had to do with it. But anyway, she said no.
Okay, so we have to prepare food.
I really still want them to have
Your original menu, right?
yes, I'm trying to think what the grain is. Malto meal. It's it's a hot cereal. You cook it with water, and then you put your brown sugar in it, and then you put coffee creamer in it.
Oh, okay. Well, we can have that, but addition maybe some other types of food, all
Well-
non-meat, but have like a salad, lasagna, fruit salad, pasta.
Everybody picks on lasagna. They've had it 2 nights. No, and then you have your bread in the oven with it, and plain. And then you have your cashew drink with pineapple and banana
Yeah.
and what's the 4th thing that goes in it? Bananas, pineapple juice, cashews, and what?
Pineapple juice, cashews.
There's a 4th ingredient.
What makes it
Creamy is the
creamy?
cashews, the
Is
banana.
it soy milk? No.
No, it isn't.
It's the
And-
banana. Banana, pineapple, cashews. I think that's it. Orange juice. No. Pineapple juice.
Oh,
Oatmeal.
oatmeal.
That's
Yeah. And you eat that and it's so filling because it's so nutritious. And then I would like to have them have fresh fruit.
Yes.
That's what I would like to have them have. Oh, now I have news for you. Yesterday, Barbara Slater went to the notary with me and signed the health proxy, New York State health
Okay.
proxy. So that's all done.
Okay.
And Linda Dixon, her sister, went with me to the bank, and we notarized the power of attorney.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all done.
Wow. That's
Linda's
big.
going to be the power of attorney. Now you know a power of attorney expires when the person expires. You do know that, right? The power of attorney is only if I lose my senses again.
You won't do that.
And that's only for what that's for. Mhm.
Yeah. Can you, since I'm going away for so long, can you film all the leading up to the funeral?
The meetings and so forth?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Can you film that?
Cover it for you?
Yeah, cover
Yes.
that, and then
Yes.
that way, that will help tell the story of the planning.
Yes.
And then when I get back, like a day or so, a couple days after, I will come and do some filming with you, like leading up to the days,
Oh, really?
to the actual funeral.
Oh, okay. I would like to have you borrow my cell phone. You see that bottom?
Oh, you know what? I don't need to because I'm gonna set up something called Skype on my computer. It's not like the Magic Jack, but I can make phone calls for like 2 cents a minute or something, and I can call regular phone. I could call you with it.
You can. It's going to
the only
cost you
thing-
2 cents a minute.
Yeah, so the only thing is that I need to
Dos-
find out if I have the internet access in the apartment.
Oh, okay. Dos
So-
centos.
Yeah. So I do not need to.
You sure?
Yes.
I
but
want to
thank
tell
so
you
much.
that the magic, would you take it out, please? That the
Where-
Kyocera, push in that drawer and pull out the other one if you can. There it is, the green.
This thing?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now all you have to do is put cards in it.
Oh yeah, and international calling. No additional cost.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, that's great.
I think you ought to change over from Verizon. Verizon's so expensive.
Yeah, they have me. The international is 99 cents a minute.
Oh.
From Europe, and then if I go to somewhere like Morocco, it's 2.85 a minute.
Oh, no, don't
So
even.
that's why I won't use. I'll use the internet one. That's.
You will. You
cheaper.
don't need this one.
Nope, but thank you though. I will be okay.
Now, Mr. Schoonover's sister married Mr. Alan Schwartz, and he used the cell phone, more than most people did.
Oh, I heard.
Yes,
And he got a brain tumor?
Yes, he did. And
That's
I asked
sad.
if it was from that, and they are convinced it is.
Yeah.
So now on
That's
this
sad.
cell phone that you just had in your hand, you can put the speakerphone on for every call. You have to do
Oh,
it for every
yeah.
call. And then put the speakerphone down there on the desk.
That's I have a speakerphone on my phone too. I don't have
Oh, you
one.
do?
Yeah.
And so that you can put it on a desk.
Yep.
I really would stay away from putting it at your head.
Yeah, I think you're right, definitely.
It's only understandable. I told you how much I believe in electromagnetic waves and their frequency. We have a certain frequency. You change that, and that's the end of us.
Yeah.
It's just like temperature. We have a certain temperature range, don't we? We can go from maybe minus 40 up to maybe plus 130, right? But we can't go beyond that. So it's the same with the
Yeah.
electromagnetic spectrum. If you change our frequencies, you're changing us.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's really interesting to think about.
So I would be careful of those.
Yeah, and that's probably why they make all of them now with speaker phones, because they
Oh.
know that there's a risk. I
Oh,
would
they did.
think.
Now, have you heard anything like this, that in Europe they are actually thinking of putting on the product dangerous to your health? Possibly dangerous to your health the way they did cigarettes.
Oh, wow.
And
I
from,
didn't hear about that.
and from that I see a multiplicity of lawsuits Remember the lawyers got onto that?
Yeah. Yeah.
They sent out letters to everybody at random and say, have you had a death in your family because then
Right.
join our class action.
Oh, wow.
And they ended up being paid.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Hmm. Did you hear about the midget fortune teller who escaped from jail?
No.
And the headline in the newspaper was, small, medium at large.
Oh my gosh. Don't tell a midget that joke.
Good. That's good. That's good. Get him out of here. Okay. One, we're finalizing. Two.